What's good, Skins fans? So the draft is less than a week away, and I'm so excited. I'm finally dropping my mock draft, and I'm not gonna consider any draft picks that we trade for because, as we know, Trent Williams could be traded in a week or so. So I'm gonna say that this is just our picks and straight up that. I'm gonna talk about stuff that could have happened after, but I'm gonna just do our pick straight up, and I'm gonna have fun with it. I did, however, did this on a website. I forgot what website. It was like NFL mock base something, and it allowed me to trade picks as well. So that was pretty cool. So with that being said, let's get to it. So with the second overall pick in the NFL draft, the Washington Redskins take to Chase Young, defensive end, Ohio State. I mean, come on, this is so easy. This is a slam dunk pick. Slam dunk pick. This is something that was seen a couple months ago. I mean, the guy 6'5", 262 is so athletic, is amazing at rushing the passer. 16.5 sacks this past season, and man, the guy can straight up play. I just don't think his comparison is Khalil Mack, and he can even be better than that. So I think when we add him to the defensive line, we have him and Sweat coming from the edge. Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Matt Ioannidis, Tim Settle. Our defensive line will be at least top 3. We could be the next 49ers. So when I mean the 49ers, I mean the defensive front. But it's just crazy how we finally we might have a player that could a generational player, a generational talent that only comes once every 5 years. So yeah, Chase Young, it's super easy. Don't take Tua, it's not worth it. And yeah, with our third round pick, 66 overall, I have us taking Michael Pittman Jr., wide receiver, USC. And before you guys say he's not going to be there, this wide receiver draft class is so deep this year, and it's probably going to be the deepest one when we look back 5 years from now. Because I think a lot of people could fall. I mean, we weren't allowed to see what they could do on the pro days or what they physicals and stuff because coronavirus. So wide receivers are going to fall. So I really will hope Pittman's here, and also Laviska something, the guy from Colorado. I want him here too. Either of them two would be amazing. But yeah, and Donovan People-Jones, he's pretty good too. At this third round pick, either of them is fine. Either three of them is fine. But anyway, going back to Michael Pittman, he can flat out ball. He reminds me a lot of Mike Evans. He can. If you throw a ball up his way, he's gonna catch it. I just saw his highlights at USC. Oh my gosh, he played with Sam Darnold. If he would catch anything, and he's athletic, tall, and he could play special teams. He kind of reminds me of Terry McLaurin, but I see more Mike Evans in him. He just goes up and gets the jump balls. So, yeah, that would be pretty incredible if we land him in the third. We pair him with Terry, and then we have Sims in the slot, and Harmon could play the fourth, and then Trey Quinn probably won't be on the team, or I don't know if he'll make it. Depends. But we boost in the competition for the wide receiver group, so that would be pretty good. So, yeah, Michael Pittman, straight up dog. I really like this pick. So with our fourth round pick, 108 overall, I have us taking Thaddeus Moss, tight end, LSU. Another weapon we give Haskins. And in my opinion, he does have the best hands in the tight end. And out of all the tight ends in this draft class, one thing he could work on is his route running, and his athletic ability isn't there, but he could improve that while being in the NFL. And yeah, I just think, and he's son of Randy Moss, so that's something. But it's not just because of his last name. He can just really catch the ball, and I would say that if he gets his route running a little bit better, and he blocks very well, he could be an Austin Hooper type, not really fast, but can block and catch, which is really good, and we need that. So we give Haskins, Pittman, and Thaddeus Moss, and a couple more weapons as we get to this draft. But yeah, fourth round, I think he's projected to go in the fourth round as well. So yeah. I really like this guy, and he's from LSU. He knows how to win, so that's pretty much it. Thaddeus Moss. We have a Moss on the Redskins. So with our next fourth round pick, 142 overall, I have us taking Adam Trotman, tight end, Dayton. And he's not, this tight end class isn't as great as the wide receiver class. And Trotman isn't considered really that good because a lot of scouts say that he didn't play against competition because he went to a small town school in Dayton. But he's pretty athletic, 6'5", 250, something like that. Is a great blocker. I saw some reports saying that he likes to block more than catch, so he has that George Kittle mentality. But the man can flat out be athletic, catch the ball, and that's something we need. we need to solidify this tight end group. I know you guys are saying we just took Thaddeus Moss. Why did you another tight end? Well, we need to solidify the tight end position because Richard Rodgers and Logan Thomas, those are just, I don't really consider them starting. The only tight end that I really like so far on the roster right now is Hale Hinges. Went to Alabama, has some flashes. He could be better, but when we bring in Moss, then we bring in Trotman, then we bring in Hinges, boost up competition. We just need to solidify the tight end spot because to give Haskins his weapons. We're more focusing on the offense this draft because defense is pretty good. We just need to solidify the offense a little bit better. So yeah, Adam Trotman, pretty good. We can develop him a little bit more. Just really athletic. And yeah, he'd be exciting. Him and Moss together, we could have like a 2 tight end set offense where we can use both of them in specific ways. And hopefully Scott Turner knows how to, if we hopefully get both of them, know how to use them in a specific scheme that could torch defenses. So yeah, Adam Trotman, watch out for that name. With our 5th round pick, 163 overall, I have us taking Lavert Hale, cornerback, Michigan, defensive back, whatever you want to say. So I just thought cornerback was a really big need after we traded Quinn Dunbar. But then I realized we have Kendall Fuller. So, and I think this is this draft pick we got from Seattle to get Lavert Hill. But anyway, I just think that once we got Kendall Fuller, cornerback isn't that big of a need compared to tackle and tight end. But it's still a position where we can add depth. So we have Hill, we have Fuller, we have Moreau, Stroman. Hopefully Moreau and Stroman could develop. Moreland is going to get better. He showed some flashes last preseason. He had some flashes in the season with open field tackles, but hopefully he gets better as the season goes on and as the years goes on. So yeah, we add Lavert Hill. I mean, he was a lockdown corner at Michigan. He can just, I'm not gonna say he can be an impact on day one, but hopefully when years to come we can develop him to Dunbar or I don't know who else we can develop. Kendall Fuller, we can develop him to someone better. So yeah, Lavert Hill in the 5th round, and he's projected to be there. I'm pretty sure too. So yeah, their 7th round pick, 217 overall. I have us taking Antoine Brooks Jr., safety, Maryland. DMV guy. He's a hard hitter and a ball hawk. I mean, this would I don't know if he'd be in the 7th, but if we bring in him and make competition with him and Sean Davis for the free safety position, it'd be amazing. I mean, we have Landon at strong safety, but we don't know if we can trust Sean Davis yet. So if we bring in someone young, we can develop him and potentially take Sean Davis' spot. But yeah, Antoine is a really big hitter and really good at open field tackles. He can tackle. And he just has a fight, has a dog mentality of just always like wanting to make that big play. And I saw some highlights, this tape, where like even though he was down by a lot, he was still wanting to. He was still play to the clock would hit 0, and he just had that mentality of even if I'm down by 70, I'm still gonna ball out. So yeah, and Antoine Brooks Jr. He's a ball hawk and he's a dog. I like him at the 7. I don't know if he'll be there, but hopefully he will, and hopefully Sean Davis and him can compete for the free safety free safety position. The next 7th round pick, 230 overall, I have us taking James Prochet, wide receiver, SMU. So he recorded in the span of 2 seasons, 2 consecutive seasons over 1,000 yards, over 200 catches, and double-digit touchdowns. And he is a decent route runner, lacks the athleticism, but he'll catch the 50-50 ball. And he has amazing hands. So 7th round, that's a pretty good talent at that pick. And I just think if we bring him in, we'll have Pittman, we'll have McLaurin. Harmon's our biggest question mark coming up to the season. A lot of people call him Julio, but he just hasn't proven himself yet. He had some flashes with that one-handed catch against Detroit last season, but yeah. So we bring in more weapons for Haskins. This draft basically was to get Haskins more comfortable in the offense and give him weapons because our defense is fine. When we add Chase in, we'll be a better defense. And when we add Brooks Jr. as well, secondary will be better, and Lavert Hill. But yeah, that pretty much sums up our draft. And yeah, so when it comes to Trent Williams, a lot of people are saying that we might trade him next year for a better compensation than this year. Who knows? We could get like a 2nd round pick for the 2021 NFL draft, but I would trade now because I just feel like his value could drop off, but who knows? A lot of people are saying we should trade for O.J. Howard because the Buccaneers are trying to trade him. I mean, I would take O.J. in a 4th for Trent. O.J. in a 3rd for Trent would be really nice, but I don't know. There's also another scenario where we get like 2 4ths, a 5th, and Riley Reef from the Vikings and trade Trent there. I wouldn't mind. That's pretty good. 2 4ths and a 5th. That's a lot. Draft picks, we can get like diamonds in the rough in the 4th and 5th. That would be pretty nice. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting draft, virtual. And yeah, I want to do some reactions after the draft to see who we drafted. And that's pretty much our mock draft. This is the people who I really want to select. I'm not going to say they're going to be there because who knows. This draft is going to be really unpredictable. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Stay safe, wash your hands, and yeah, HTTR. The draft is here. Chase Young to DC, guys. It's almost here. See you guys.